Hey guys, so today's video was originally going to be about The Sims 4, but I felt bad about how I left things with The Sims 2. I know that's weird, but it did feel like I was trashing a childhood friend and I didn't like that. So I thought it would be fun to make a video and talk about all the things I do still love about The Sims 2 instead. Now, this list is not going to include memories and it's not going to include the chemistry system because it's a story for another time. Anyway, here go 10 random things I still love about The Sims 2. Number 1, having to spend money to change the look of, build, and buy items. You see this closet right here? It came with the house, but if I wanted to look different, I have to spend money. If I want different bedding, I have to pay for it. Which makes the most sense because when was the last time you went to a store and walked out with free stuff? Actually, don't answer that. Number 2, having fears. Yes, The Sims 4 kind of brought them back, but there's only, 13 of them? And they're pretty generic, which in The Sims 2, they kind of start off that way, but then they change depending on what's going on around them. So for instance, this Sim right here, as soon as I send her downtown, she becomes worried about being pickpocketed. After she's had a baby, she becomes concerned with the baby's health. And I honestly even liked the aspiration failure. I mean, it's totally relatable that Sims will have a breakdown when nothing is going right in your life. Now, the portrayal is a little bit questionable, but I think they should have improved it instead of removing it entirely. Number 3, buying clothes. Now, I hated that feature back then because my dumbass didn't understand that I wasn't meant to own all the clothes. So at the start of every game, I would take my Sims downtown, hit the mother load a couple of times, and then literally buy everything. Something like this. I mean, for both genders and every life stage, starting with toddlers. And if you think it's boring to watch, just imagine what it felt like doing it. Anyway, looking at it now, I think that buying clothes wasn't just a way for Sims to spend money, but it was also a way to prevent them from wearing the same stuff and wearing things that don't really match what we know about them. Like, why would a rich and poor Sim dress the same? So yeah, it's one of the things I really, truly miss. The next one is also a big one. Number 4, one-sided relationships. Yep, to this day, The Sims 2 is the only game where one Sim can have a crush on another Sim without that Sim having a crush on them. And sad as it is, it's realistic. So I don't know why they removed it. I mean, maybe because sometimes it was hard to tell how the other Sim felt. But you know what? That's realistic. So I don't know why they removed it. The only thing I didn't get is why one Sim would accuse the other Sim of cheating when they had that whole one-sided thing going on. For instance, this is not how she should be reacting to him kissing his wife when he's not into her. But you know what? Never mind. In a way, that's probably realistic too. Speaking of love, number 5, love letters. They're not actual letters, but they're so cute. All you have to do is go on a good date. Not great, not dream, just good, and you'll get one in the mail. Now, while they're in your Sims inventory, they're going to be in an envelope, but once you take them out and place them somewhere, they look like this. It's the cutest card. And I know that The Sims 3 and 4 do have love letters, but they're not tangible, and I miss that. Another really cute feature in The Sims 2 is number 6, photo albums. So you can create photo albums and then gift them to other Sims. In my case, I gave one to my daughter. All you have to do is have your Sim get on a computer, then all the pictures that you took in game will pop up. And it's like, oh, here's me in front of the car you were conceived in, and this is you when you were born, and this is me and this is you and your dad, and this is you on your first birthday and your second birthday, and on your first day of private school. And you just pick the ones that you want and they'll get delivered to your house, and then your Sims can look at them. Aww. And yes, I was pissed when I saw this, because I'm like, clearly none of those pictures are mine. But eventually there was a pop-up and I did get to look at my pictures. So really, really cute. Number 7, private schools. I said it once and I'll say it again. There's nothing like having to impress the headmaster to get your Sim into private school. Now, I've gotten much better at impressing him with dinner because I make it before he arrives. And I finally figured out how the house tour works. So apparently you offer the tour and then you take him to each individual room. And as you're in those rooms, you click on him to show him the room. I don't think I did that back then. The only thing that still doesn't really work for me like that is schmoozing. And then when the timer gets to 2 hours, I'm kind of like, But yeah, I just think those type of scenarios would have worked well in The Sims 3 with bosses and boarding school being a thing. So unfortunate. Number 8, gardening. Not as the skill, where you grow fruit and vegetables. I mean the way outdoor plants work, because they grow over time. And even though I completely understand that The Sims 3 couldn't possibly have had that due to the open world, it is something I miss. Like, this is what the house looked like the day I moved in. And this is what it looked like a couple of days later. There are weeds all over the place. The bushes and hedges need to be trimmed. And if there were flower beds, they need to be watered. It's just so much work. And with how the needs work in The Sims 2, it makes sense to hire a gardener, or you have to hire a gardener ASAP. I couldn't because I was broke and I wanted a car. Which brings me to number 9, cars. I know everybody knows that The Sims 2 had the best cars, but for me, it's not about the animation. I don't care that they open car doors or back out the driveway. And seeing how in The Sims 3, it actually took Sims time to get to places, I could see why they would cut all the extra animation. But I just love all the things that you can do in The Sims 2 cars. You can sit in them. You can listen to music in them. You can have dream dates in them. My absolute favorite, taking it for a spin. Sounds boring? Yeah, just wait until you have one spouse taking a spin while the other one is entertaining company. Number 10, roaches. Yes, you heard that right. And no, I don't like bugs. But in The Sims 3, they're just collectibles. And in The Sims 4, you'll only get them if you select the TLC lot, challenge, or trait. And they'll spawn in the same place. They won't multiply. And just in general, it's your choice. Not in The Sims 2 though. And your Sims are actually bothered by them because they are pests and they will get them sick and they're hard to get rid of. And I just love watching them freak out because we don't have roaches in Germany. Or do we? I don't know, but I've never seen any here. Anyway, if you don't want to call it roaches, then maybe it's just how dynamic everything in The Sims 2 is. Like looking at this house on the very first day compared to a couple days later. I mean, and the funny thing is, I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to dump this place up. It was pissed off Sims and dogs and me being broke, and it just happened because the game happens. And that is probably what I miss most. And that's it. 10 random things I still love about The Sims 2. I guess you could sum most of it up by saying I just like them having to spend money. And The Sims 2 is the only game where I'll remove wallpapers before replacing them because I'm trying to save money. And I understand that not everyone wants to play the game and struggle, but I do like a challenge now. I didn't when I was younger. And that's where I think The Sims 2 still outshines 3 and 4. 4 at least. Did you know that the color orange was named after the fruit and not the other way around? Before then, it was just called yellow red. Take care, guys. See you soon.